For our apathetic and callous administration, we the people of this country are expendable resources. Consider the story of a young man in Indore who bravely fought off teasers and suffered grievous injuries. Instead of extending him help, the police let him bleed to death. Today the police is covering up, defending the inexcusable, even though there is ample video evidence. Then again, we urge you to consider this on the left-hand side of your television screens, the case of a Pune hospital that let a newborn die because the parents did not have the money to treat. Greed turning doctors blind as penniless parents watch their child die. Clearly, the doctors forgot the oath they have taken to save the weakest and the most vulnerable in our society. And most shockingly, a bizarre defense coming from the hospital authorities.
The relatives were reluctant or not willing for that because they knew the outcome, like at 26 weeks and at this age of extreme prematurity, the outcome is going to be absolutely bad. Globally it is known.
गलती नहीं हुई है, ये इंटेंशनल पर्पसफुल किलिंग है, क्योंकि किसी भी बच्चे को जो जिंदा है वो मे बी प्रीमैच्योर हो, मे बी मैच्योर्ड हो या नॉर्मल हो, एबनॉर्मल हो, मेडिकल साइंस ये कहता है कि उसको ट्रीट करना है.
Meanwhile, massive cover-up has been launched by the police in Indore after they were captured on tape, leaving a young braveheart to bleed to death. Now, here is the version of the police, and here too is how it doesn't square up. According to the police, they did not waste golden hour. Victims shifted to hospital in 5 minutes. The truth, however, is that the police took over 90 minutes to register even a complaint and take the injured to a hospital. The police meanwhile claimed there was no delay by the cop statements recorded in less than 5 minutes. In reality, the injured taken in semi-conscious state to the hospital in an ambulance. Not only this, according to the police, the boy was not bleeding profusely, rather he walked to the hospital, but the victim's medical report suggests that cause of death was immense loss of blood. For the sake of reminding you of the facts, we will play out the footage once again. Watch this. Well, this on your television screen is Ravi Dangi, a young man who had been severely injured after he battled teaser. Here on your television screens, you can see him slumped before the cameras, bleeding from wounds in his abdomen. In the background are policemen and the police station. Dangi lay there in his friend's arms for almost an hour before the police did anything. The police clearly did not care. They just either ignored him, as you can see this cop doing, or they were so busy on their paperwork that they did not even notice that this young boy was bleeding to death. But when the police were accused of this, their response, apart from putting out their false versions, the IG of Indore has haughtily even pushed aside any attempts to take questions.